passengers, this is your stewardess speaking. On behalf of StarLight Travels, we thank you for this evening. We are now descending, please adjust your seat and view. Destination Earth is coming up, post 47, Substation Beta 2. Local time is 8 p.m, New York lights below. City never sleeps, they say, but we still land slow. Please retrieve your cabin bags, check beneath your seat. Station hands will tag your trunks, next stop's in your fleet. Let them know your final port so cargo runs precise. We've crossed 90 galaxies, 800 worlds. Roll the dice, from nebula nights to solar tides, from rings of fire to frozen stone. StarLight Travels brought you safe. Welcome home. Step light when you touch that ground. Gravity's a little tight. Be safe, enjoy your stay, and we'll see you next flight. StarLight Travel. Intergalactic, since before your sun was bright. Michael had long ago stopped counting the battles. It was not that they were unimportant. Every clash mattered. Every stand held back something that would have gladly swallowed light whole. But battles blur when you have stood through centuries. What remained clear were not the wars, but the people. He watched them the way a shepherd watches the edge of the tree line. Humanity fascinated him. They were fragile in ways angels were not, bone instead of flame, breath instead of thunder. Yet they carried within them something that even heaven regarded with careful attention. Choice. It was choice that made them dangerous. It was choice that made them beautiful. From his post at the edge of the unseen, Michael could hear things no human ear detected. Not prayers, exactly prayers were obvious, clear as bells. What he heard more often were fractures, the sound a soul makes when it bends too far. Tonight, the fractures were loud. Cities pulsed with noise, music in clubs, arguments in apartments, laughter at kitchen tables that hit exhaustion. 1,000 private wars being fought behind steady smiles. He turned his attention toward one small gathering. Lights low, speakers humming, a man at a table adjusting knobs with deliberate care. The crowd filtered in with guarded expressions. They carried invisible armor, work, stress, regret, habits they swore they would break tomorrow. Michael did not interfere with human will, that was not his role. He stood, he guarded, he waited for invitation. The man at the table leaned toward the microphone. The room shifted, words began to move across the air. Not shouted, not demanded, but steady, honest. Something about laying burdens down, something about not fighting alone anymore. Michael felt it then. Not noise, alignment. A human voice choosing surrender. There is a sound that rises from earth when pride loosens its grip. It is quieter than shouting, but heavier than thunder. Heaven listens for it. Across the room, a woman who had not prayed in years closed her eyes. Not dramatically, not to be seen, just to rest from carrying everything herself. That was enough. Permission. Michael stepped closer to the boundary between seen and unseen. Not visible, not glowing. Presence does not require spectacle. Oppression recoiled first, it always did. The subtle whispers that had followed her for months shifted backward like smoke and wind. He did not need a sword. Authority is not loud when it is real. Across the city, other small surrender sparked a man in his truck gripping the steering wheel, whispering that he could not keep living divided. A teenager staring at a ceiling, asking if anyone was actually listening. Michael listened. He did not save them from consequence. He did not erase history. He defended the turning, that was the work. Long ago, he had stood in a war that split eternity. That battle was decisive, clear lines, open rebellion, no confusion about sides. Human battles were different. Messy, layered, often self-inflicted. But when a heart chose light, even hesitantly, heaven moved to reinforce that decision. The DJ's voice softened. Tonight isn't about hype, it's about coming home. Michael almost smiled.
Home. Humans thought of it as a location, a porch light, a familiar road. He understood it as alignment with the one who made them. Across the room, shoulders dropped, tears that had been negotiated away for years finally found permission. The unseen shifted again, not because angels demanded it, because humans invited it. Michael remained until the last honest whisper rose from the floor. He would remain long after the speakers were unplugged. He would stand watch over the quiet drive home, over the late night doubts that would attempt to creep back in, over the fragile first steps of change. Guarding does not end at the altar, it begins there. And somewhere beyond human sight, the defender resumed his post, waiting, watching, ready for the next surrender that sounded like thunder.
Ding, 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 ding. Attention all passengers, this is your stewardess speaking. On behalf of StarLight Travels, we thank you for this evening. We are now descending, please adjust your seat and view. Destination Earth is coming up, post 47, Substation Beta 2. Local time is 8 p.m, New York lights below. City never sleeps, they say, but we still land slow. Please retrieve your cabin bags, check beneath your seat. Station hands will tag your trunks, next stops in your fleet. Let them know your final port so cargo runs precise. We've crossed 90 galaxies, 800 worlds, roll the dice. From nebula nights to solar tides, from rings of fire to frozen stone, StarLight Travels brought you safe. Welcome home. So step light when you touch that ground, gravity's a little tight. Be safe, enjoy your stay, and we'll see you next flight. StarLight Travels.
Intergalactic since before your sun was bright.